How is Apple going to differentiate itself, differentiate its product from the Echo? What could it do differently here?
Apple already has this HomeKit ecosystem where there's different smart home appliances like lights, curtains, ovens, stuff in the kitchen, and Apple can really tap into that since they created the framework and allow people to sort of just shout at their Echo competitor and say, hey Siri, turn on the lights. So there's a lot of stuff they can do in that regard.
Surprising they haven't done it already, right, Mark? Because when the Echo came out, it was almost jumping the gun on Apple. Apple was the first to get Siri right, so why didn't Apple just move that forward?
Right, as we said on a report, Apple has been working on this initiative for over 2 years now, which predates the actual announcement and ship date of the original Amazon Echo and the whole Alexa system. So even Apple engineers were taken by surprise when Amazon beat them to the punch. They've been working on this in terms of many different forms. They worked on speakers that are for home theaters. They even set up a testing lab on their Cupertino campus for this. They also considered jamming microphones inside of the Apple TV and using that as their Echo competitor. So they've clearly been working on this initiative for a while now.
You talk about surprise, and you note a big surprise in your piece. That is that Amazon's product was so popular, so successful. What was it about that? What is it about that that's made it so successful?
One of the key components of the Echo is actually its voice technology and its conversation vocal interface. Siri, while pretty good at this point, has stumbled along the way, takes a while to load. And basically, Apple really needs to get Siri right before it can come out with a hardware component for it.
Should Apple abandon the whole idea? I mean, with technology, isn't first mover advantage key in a certain, to a certain extent? And if Apple were to move on to something else, maybe it could jump the gun on Amazon in that department instead.
Well, I think Apple's going to bring some unique features to the table for this speaker product. One of the things we heard is prototyping about more advanced microphones and speakers. This small speaker that could actually just fill up a room with audio, unlike any surround sound speaker that came before it. And if Apple would be able to pull that off, that would be a huge boon for the company. It actually makes some sense in light of their recent acquisition of Beats Electronics.